Welcome back to Trippy Luxury. In this video, we will examine how some of the world's richest CEOs are using their wealth to upgrade their travel experiences. Seeing the luxuries these CEOs have may even inspire you to upgrade your life as well. There is no need to worry when the company you own also owns a private jet company that turns the average flying experience into an Airbnb in the air. CEO of Berkshire Hathaway Inc. and a net worth of $89 billion, Warren Buffett. NetJets is the company Warren Buffett uses to travel the globe and is one of the world's largest private jet companies and a subsidiary of Berkshire Hathaway Inc. This company sells part ownership to rich individuals to limit the cost of redundancy of the regular flying experiences while at the same time providing quality like no other in the air. Warren Buffett has not been a big fan of private jet ownership in the past and has made many remarks about the unnecessariness of owning a private jet. However, he has recently switched his views and is now the owner of his very own private jet that seats 19 people in the air while also being spacious and stress-free. With luxuries like this, Warren Buffett has claimed to only drive about 3,000 miles a year and spends most of his time traveling in the air. For comparison, the average male driver accumulates over 10,000 miles behind the wheel every year. Because of his frequent air travel, Warren Buffett doesn't require fancy cars, so when he does drive, it's usually in a 2014 Cadillac XTS. That would only cost about $20,000 today. With the money that can afford you a hotel in the sky, there is no need for unnecessary expenses on cars that he will hardly use. Facebook is known worldwide, and because of its relevance, the youngest and one of the richest CEOs on our list today can enjoy traveling luxuries that the average human wouldn't even dream about. At number 4, we have the most influential and youngest face of the world's richest CEOs, Mark Zuckerberg. CEO of the popular social media platform Facebook and coined the father of social media, Mark Zuckerberg has risen to the top of the wealth and has some of the most insane habits for traveling. He's currently worth $110 billion, and from the outsider's perspective, it would be easy to say that he doesn't spend any of it. From the regular clothes he wears and the way he carries himself, it would be easy to say that his wealth is just sitting in a bank account somewhere. However, if we look a little deeper into the expenses of Mark Zuckerberg, we can quickly see that his means of spending money is just more low profile and less flashy. Mr. Zuckerberg doesn't own a private jet like the rest of the CEOs on this list, but instead, Facebook handles his expenses on charter services just like the company handles most of his expenses, such as his security. While we were all stuck at home in the year 2020, Facebook spent over $25 million on charter services for Zuckerberg. The rules of a pandemic don't affect the rich as they do us, apparently. With such a global influence, it is easy to see why traveling is such a luxury for Mark Zuckerberg. But he does do a great job of hiding his insane expenses behind his bland cars and featureless clothes. Yachts, private jets, and an unbelievable influence in worldwide fashion and jewelry has given this rich CEO some of the most insane habits in traveling. At number 3, we have Bernard Arnault, who is claimed to be the richest person in Europe and fashion. Sitting at a tall net worth of $123 billion, Mr. Arnault has secured the privilege of never having to travel normally again. He is the CEO of LVMH, which is a luxury goods company that deals with fashion, jewelry, wines, and cosmetics that shine of wealth. Because of his massive amounts of wealth, Mr. Arnault has been able to spend not even a fraction of that on some insane means of travel. With $54 million being spent on the private jet that allows him to have a better flying experience in the air than most have living experiences on the ground, and can take him from his LVMH headquarters in Paris to Tokyo without stopping. On top of this insane private jet purchase, Mr. Arnault has also acquired a $150 million worth yacht that has a pool, cinema, and a jacuzzi. The fashion icon and rich CEO has made his wealth apparent, and the whole world sits back and dreams of the lifestyle Mr. Arnault has built for himself. With a mind that seeks the betterment of the planet and the financial funds to do so, this rich CEO has climbed his way to the top of most influential figures in the world today. At number 2, we have the multi-billionaire and technology genius Elon Musk. He is the owner of Tesla, SpaceX, co-founder of the Neuralink, and founder of the Boring Company. His net worth stands tall at a massive amount of $160 billion, and his aspirations to better the planet through his astounding knowledge exceed all other rich CEOs on our list today. He has recently moved to Texas to further his exploration of space and Earth projects, but some of his businesses remains in the golden state of California, so he does his fair share of commuting. His travel habits are out of this world, as his dreams of inhabiting Mars are. 2 private jets that cater to Elon Musk's needs of spacious working areas, handcrafted chairs, Wi-Fi, and 4 different areas for dining, working, and relaxing. These jets again offer a better flying experience than most of us can merely fantasize about. What else would you want from a genius who wants to travel into space? With one of his jets costing $70 million and the other costing $61 million, Elon's travel expenses do not stop there. While on the ground, he drives some of the top versions of electric cars his Tesla company has to offer. One of the cars is the Model S that runs around $140,000, and the other is the all-wheel drive Tesla Model X that runs around $110,000. Elon Musk has mastered the means of exotic travel habits and seems to be living in the future as far as his means of traveling goes. But what else would you expect from the genius? Before we continue to the last rich CEO that takes traveling to the next level, make sure to subscribe to our channel and like the video if you are interested in seeing more content like this. The richest CEO in the world, and his name is known by all, unless you've been sleeping under a rock. At number 1, we have the owner of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. You can't escape the power and relevance of Amazon in today's world, and because of its influence on online shopping, it has made Jeff Bezos the richest CEO with some of the most insane travel habits on today's list. There has been word of Jeff Bezos stepping down as the CEO of Amazon and will be replaced by Andy Jassy because he wishes to put his attention on other business ventures. However, his current net worth is $181 billion, a number that almost seems unimaginable to the everyday person. With money to throw around and more time on his hands now that he's stepped down as the CEO of Amazon, Jeff Bezos spends his money on some insane means of traveling around the world. Unlike Elon, Jeff owns 2 Gulfstream G650ER and flies in style anywhere he goes with the cost of $150 million. The G650ER seems to be the business jet of choice for many multi-billionaires and is no question one of the best ways to enjoy stress-free flying and luxurious commodities. When Jeff Bezos steps off Cloud 9 and decides to hang around on the ground, he can be seen driving his Ferrari, Bugatti, or a list of exotic cars that all hold a value over $20 million. For Jeff Bezos, these expenses are just couch change. The list of the world's richest CEOs and their means of luxury travel habits has come to an end. Not only do these stories of insane expenses show just how much happiness and comfort can buy these CEOs, but they should also inspire you to innovate your life in a means that will allow you to fly high with these multi-billionaires. Please feel free to use the comment section below for your thoughts and opinions. Or go check out our latest video on the world's most insane unfinished mega projects.